Alright, hey everybody, that time again for another video, and if you couldn't tell by the title, I am going to be doing a Pokemon book collection video, this time of all my Japanese Pokemon books. I do have a bunch of English ones as well, and let me know down in the comments below if you want me to show off my Pokemon English books, and I'll see what I can do. But for today, I'll be doing my Japanese Pokemon book collection, so without further ado, let's get started. First up here, I have the Diamond and Pearl Search and Find the Difference Pokemon books. Chigai Sagashi is the name in Japanese, and it's basically Find the Difference, as what we would call it in English. And yeah, these are, like I said, Diamond and Pearl releases, and they do have other Look and Find or Search the Difference books, and I actually have one. And I have a Jewel Pet one. It's really cute. I love the artwork in here. And this is the only other one that I have. And I think it's okay, yeah, it's $10.20, so a little bit more expensive than the Pokemon ones, which are $8.80. So for whatever reason, this one is more expensive, even though it has the same yen price here, 550. I don't get it. But anyways, yeah, today we're focusing on Pokemon, so let's get through some of these. And I'm probably not going to show through every page because it's really difficult to flip through them. So I'll just show like a few here and there. And then as you can see, as you go through the book, there's the stars here that start getting higher and higher, and they do have an answer key, and I believe that's at the end. Yeah, there's an answer key at the end, so that's nice. And the most difficult is the 5-star rating. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. These are really good bathroom books, I think, to keep you busy while you're going to the bathroom. And this is kind of the same deal, just with different images from the anime, which is pretty cool. Just kind of quickly flip through this. But yeah, if you like these kind of Find a Difference books, these are really good ones to pick up, and there's no Japanese in these at all, so that's pretty cool. At least I don't think so. Maybe like at the end here there's some Japanese, but like even in the back here with the answer key, there's no Japanese, like aside from here, which is Chigai Sagashi no Kotae, which basically means answers for this book, and the names of course will be in Japanese. But other than that, yeah, there's hardly any Japanese in here at all. And yeah, there's only like a little bit in the beginning, but yeah, you don't really need it for this kind of book, which is kind of nice. Alright, next up here I have a Pokemon Zukan book. And this was back when there was only 492 Pokemon, and I got this book for 1,200 yen plus tax. And yeah, this is a really nice Zukan book, Pokemon Zukan book. Let me point this down here, hold on. There we go. So yeah, this is, I guess, for the Diamond and Pearl era. And I bought a lot of these books when I was in Japan back in 2009. So a lot of these are going to be from the Diamond and Pearl era, from my Pokemon book collection. And these are really cool. I really like the look of these. And the only thing I don't like is that these are alphabetized in Japanese alphabetical order. I would have preferred if they had done like the number order, personally. That's just my opinion, I guess. But I got this book to learn some new Pokemon vocabulary, I guess. And I would really like a book that's like in number order rather than Japanese alphabetical order. Here's the Eevee page. Eevee's so cute. There's Unknown. His name is the same in Japanese. Same for Eevee. And I'm probably not going to go through every single one, because it would just take way too long. Because there's like over 400 pages, close to 500. So here's Umbreon. Umbreon one is pretty cool, and Plusle. Plusle's really cute. I like that they use screenshots from the anime. And Ponyta and Pidgey, aka Popo. Some Kanto vibes here. And let's see. Wonder if I can find Vulpix, my boy. I think he's more in the middle. Let's see if we can find Vulpix. I think he's Rarirurero. There's not. He's all the way at the end. His name is Rokon. Leafeon. Leafeon in Japanese. Let's see, Rokon. Rarirurero. Rarirurero. There we go. There's our boy. He looks so cute. Look at him. I love Vulpix. He's just so adorable. Ninetales is cool too. But yeah, anyways, that is the Pokemon Zenkoku Kira. As the title states here, this means like all the Pokemon characters. And yeah, it's like I said, it's basically like a Zukan kind of book. Zukan is like a reference book or picture book type of thing. Reference guide, picture book. But here's one last look through. If you want me to go through this more in detail in another video, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to do that. But here's just like a quick little flip through of this book. But yeah, this is the Pokemon Zenkoku Kira book, Daijiten. So yeah, really neat little book. I want to get one that has the more recent Pokemon as well. Okay, next up here I have Pokemon Eikaiwa. Pokemon to Eikaiwa, which basically means English conversation with Pokemon. And I got this because, not to learn English obviously, but they do have the Japanese translation here, which is kind of nice. And then I like that they have the pronunciation here in katakana. So good morning is good morning in katakana. Morning. And yeah, there's some little blurbs here in Japanese, and I have my fake Pokemon card to use as a bookmark. But this is a really neat little English conversation book. And I guess I won't go through all of this one because it is pretty short. And feel free to pause the video at any time if you want to read this a bit more. But yeah, I really like this little book. There's definitely some useful phrases in here. I like the artwork as well. Almost done here. It's getting a little bit more difficult to flip through pages as we get towards the end. It's nice that they have all the colors and numbers. Most of the numbers. I think those numbers, or was that a months? Okay, yeah, never mind. Months. I thought it was numbers. Almost done. Okay, this is the last couple of pages. And that's it. And then it does come with a CD. I apologize about the siren noise. And yeah, this is the CD. I haven't opened it, and I'm probably not going to. I think it's just like for pronunciations and stuff, so I don't really need that. Oh, here's the picture outside of the cover here. So there's different artwork. Actually, let's take it out. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that there was different artworks. That's nice when they do that. And here's the inside of the dust jacket. There we go. Very cool. Put this back together. There we go. So yeah, this is the Pokémon to Eikaiwa book. And I really like this thing. I'm probably going to get more of these. I think I have a Doraemon one as well in my collection. Alright, next up here is Pikachu to Asobo. I think it's Asobo. Playing with Pikachu. And this is a really cute little board book for kids. And I think the inside is all in hiragana and katakana. Bought it from Kinokuniya. And I don't remember what year this was when I bought it. I don't think there's a date on this book. But probably around, I would say, oh, okay, here we go. This is from 2016. And I was thinking it would be like 2009 again, but I guess not. But anyway, without further ado, let's open this up and get to the first page here. And as you can see, these pages are pretty thick, so we'll get through this very quickly. And it does come with a really cute sticker sheet, which is adorable. And as you can see, there's like no kanji in here at all, which kind of makes it difficult to read. But you just have to know the context, I guess. I do like the artwork here. And it's kind of like a book / activity book. There's a maze, which is pretty cool. And we'll definitely flip through this whole thing because it's short. Just a few more pages left. There's another activity. And last page. Really, really cute. Pikachu flying on the balloons. Anyway, that's Pokémon to Asobo, I think. And yeah, it's a really cute cover. Here's the spine. I just love the effort they put through to make it look pretty on the shelf. So that's really fun. I'll move on to the next book here. Okay, moving on, I have this book right here, the Illust collection, and I already did a flip through of this art book, and if you want to see this more in detail, definitely go check out that video. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can go watch it. And the main reason I bought this is because it has these 2 Pokemon cards in here, and they are at the very end of this book. I never took them out, and I think they'll be better protected in here anyways. And yeah, that's probably the main reason I got this book, is for that reason alone. Let me move this down a bit. Sorry for the shakiness. There we go. And I'll just go through like a few pages here. I'll give you all a sneak preview. There's some really nice artwork in here. And I think this is just artwork that is seen in the Pokemon cards for this era. And this is kind of the general layout of this book. It's really, really cool, as you can see. But yeah, if you want to see the whole thing, definitely go check out that video. This was published in 2014. I bought this from Kinokuniya as well, and I bought it for $30, so not bad. I do wonder how much art books go for these days though. But yeah, this is the Illust collection art book. Really, really cool little art book. I definitely want to get more art books of Pokemon. I just think they're really fun. And then I also have this Pokemon coloring book. I got this from my last trip to Japan in 2019 at Toki Hands. And, or sorry, Book Off. I thought it was Toki Hands, but I got it from Book Off for 300 yen. I did get a bunch of Pokemon, and not really Pokemon, but just coloring books in general at Toki Hands, and I still have them all. But yeah, I'll definitely flip through this whole thing so you guys can see the coloring pages. I never colored in it, I just wanted it for the collection. And if I do color in them, I just scan the page. Then I can color it however many times I want. It's like a coloring / activity book. And I definitely want to get more coloring books for my next Japan trip. Be interesting to see which coloring books they have for when I go. That is the Pokemon XYZ coloring book. It's really cool. This is the only Pokemon coloring book I have in Japanese. I have an English one from the 90s, so I definitely want to show that off on video at some point. And yeah, that's this one. I'll move on to the next one. Alright, next up here I have some Pokemon manga, and this is from my 2009 Koro Koro comic book collection, or magazine collection. And this came as a freebie in one of those magazines, and this is based from the Pokemon RCS movie. In Japanese it's called Chokoku no Jikurae. And I'm not sure the English title, but that's the Japanese title. And here's the spine. And there is another manga included, it's Duel Masters, but we'll take a look at the Pokemon side of it. And I probably won't flip through the whole thing, because it is a pretty long, short story. I'll at least flip through it though. And this is how the Duel Masters one starts, I think. Actually, I think it starts over here, yeah. But yeah, this is the, I guess, I'm not sure if it's a one-shot or if it's a continuation, but I think it's at least a preview of the manga. Okay, yeah, it says to be continued in Koro Koro Comics in the June issue. So I think this is the first chapter of this manga, so that's pretty cool. It's just a sneak preview. And another siren. There's always sirens going on in this area, I swear. But yeah, this is just the first chapter sneak preview. I'll cut this until the siren is quiet. Hang on. But yeah, I do have this book here. This is a Furoku manga from the 12th issue of Koro Koro Comics, aka the December issue for 2009. And this is, as you can see, a Furoku manga, which is basically like a freebie manga. But yeah, there are a few color pages in here, which is pretty neat, previewing the game. And then it's got some of the Pokemon here as well, and some color pages of the comic strip here, which is pretty cool. It has the legendaries in color. And then it goes to the starters. And I'm probably not going to flip through this whole book because there's just way too many, but I will flip through a few pages. If you want me to flip through the whole thing, definitely let me know, because I think this is really cool. And the comic is really cute too. And I still haven't read it yet though. I definitely got to read this. It looks pretty easy. There's Raichu, the Pikachu family right here. Really, really cute. And this one here, Sentret, I think is the English name. But yeah, you kind of get the idea here. And that's pretty much it. And even the last page here has a Pokemon. It has Celebi on it. It is pretty neat. Yeah, I really do like this idea for a freebie comic. It's like a Pokemon Zucon / comic book. And yeah, that's a really, really neat idea. And yeah, you can only get this book in the 2009 December issue of Koro Koro Comics. And I really miss getting a subscription to those magazines. Are just really fun to read and look through and get all those free manga as well. But anyway, moving on here, I have the Pokemon Pocket Monsters, I guess, movie for the Lugia movie. And I found this book at the thrift store. I got it for like, I don't know, $1 or $2 or something. But here's the spine, and looks like these are just advertisements for like the Koro Koro Comics magazine and some other Pokemon manga as well. And this was published in 1999. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. There we go. In 1999 in October, towards the end of October. And yeah, I got this because I think these manga are pretty cool. And I got it to learn more new vocabulary as well. And I'm going to take the dust jacket off for now, just so it's easier to flip through. But here's the cover without the dust jacket. It's basically the same, it's just in black and white. So no difference really, the back is the same. But yeah, let's get through these pages. I'm just going to go through a few of them so you can kind of get an idea of what this is. But yeah, it's basically just screenshots of the anime movie with some text that looks like a manga. And that's basically the starting scene. Sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing. It's an old camera. Maybe just need to clean the lens. But yeah, this is the Pokemon manga. It's got a few chapters relating to the movie. So you can see here, this is chapter 4. And it looks like there's only 4 chapters, so not too bad. And I like that there's like another Pokemon Zucon. Yeah, Pokemon Zucon is what this says, part 1 of this manga. Legendary birds, and then we got the Pikachu short as well. And I already read through this part. It's really, really cute. And I just saw my boy Vulpix. Where'd he go? Let's see. I just saw him. Yeah, here he is. Thought I saw him. That's a really, really cute screenshot of Eevee and Vulpix. And yeah, I really enjoyed reading this. This was really cute. I'll at least flip through this part. And that's the end of the Pikachu short. And Pokemon ZooCon Part 2. And that's it. And yeah, that is the Pokemon Pocket Monsters manga for the Lugia movie. And I really like manga. I think they're really fun. It's a fun way to make a manga, I think, from just taking screenshots of the anime and turning it into a comic book. But yeah, that's that one, and actually that covers all of them. And here are the spines of the Japanese Pokemon books that I have in my Japanese Pokemon book collection, and it looks really, really cool. I wish the camera would focus. There we go. I don't know why it's just not focusing properly today, but it's old. It's been a really good run with this camera. I've had it since like 2012, I believe. Yeah, it's an old camera, but it still works pretty well, aside from occasional focusing issues. But otherwise, yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for joining me and for hanging out and just enjoying some fun chill vibes with Pokemon Japanese books. If you want me to do the English Pokemon book collection, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you all so much for your time and for hanging out, and I'll be seeing you all again, hopefully very soon. Take care.